Welcome to the first broadcast of the Georgia Tech X's, where we take a look at the current situations of the current games that are going on in Tech football. Currently, I will be your host, a.k.a. Jay Lee, former Georgia Tech, Yellow Jacket, wide receiver. Slater Bowl down in Jacksonville, Florida, and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have gotten off to a good start. Yes, and what we will do during this broadcast is come up with the format for Georgia Tech broadcasts going forward in the future. There are a couple of former Georgia Tech football players who have shown interest in creating this type of football environment that is relaxed, honest, and caring to our Georgia Tech football players, current, past, and present. So here we go. We're looking at the Georgia Tech score for the Yellow Jackets are up 7-0 on the Kentucky Wildcats. This is the first time the Yellow Jackets have had the ball, and the Wildcats have stopped them back for a 2-yard loss. We currently have Ira Claxton, who is a former Yellow Jacket, and we're working on seeing if we can get him on the line today to talk to us a little bit about what Georgia Tech football means to him. So as we talk to him, we'll get a better understanding of how the broadcast will flow and go. Georgia Tech has broken up the right hash for a first down. Part of this broadcast will also be to help the former Georgia Tech football players to continue to live a healthy lifestyle and protect themselves and to be physically fit. So we'll be encouraging those type of things in regards to what we do for the former players in the Georgia Tech X's Club. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets have come to play today. They're running the ball with authority. They're moving the ball in the positive direction. I know a lot of times people criticize the triple option, but the thing that I like about it is it's set up and built to have positive gains for each play. You know, we need to be able to throw and catch the ball effectively, but we need to be able to use our run plays effectively to get positive yards on each play. This radio broadcast is brought to you in part by One Love Publishing Company. Has a component of film, has a component of radio, combined together to draw in the captivated audience of the Yellow Jacket, to bring in comfortability, the feeling of being at Georgia Tech on the couches, hanging out with your best friends. This is the atmosphere that we would like to create with this show, whether it's in the studio or whether you're at home or whether you're hanging out with your buddies. You want to be able to enjoy this type of broadcast and reminisce as to the old days and talk about what we can do to improve on the new days to improve our legacy as Georgia Tech football players. On the field. We talk about this season, and I'd like to give a shout-out to Kentucky Wildcat, even though I know this is a Yellow Jacket Georgia Tech broadcast, but I have to give a shout-out to one of my children who's a player on the Kentucky Wildcat team, number 18, Stanley Boom Williams. I had the opportunity to coach Stanley while I was teaching at George Walton Academy in Monroe, Georgia, which is Bulldog territory, if you don't know. So Stanley was a Bulldog as well as I was a Yellow Jacket in Bulldog clothing out there. And I had a chance to coach Stanley one-on-one in the 100-meter sprint. And Stanley Williams is definitely a runner, and he is a champion of champions. So it's going to be all the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets can do on the defensive end to try to contain this kid. And, you know, the idea behind Stanley is you can't let him get past you or beside you in the open field. Otherwise, he will run past you. So our job today on defense, Coach Roof, is to try to keep Stanley going from side to side and not letting him get north and south. But we'll worry about that when we get back on defense. Right now, the offense has the ball, and we're getting the ball, and we slip down to the 9-yard line for a gain of 1 yard. So now we have it 2nd and goal from the 9-yard line. Justin Thomas is under center. He calls out an audible. He goes and calls a play at the line. 2 seconds on the clock, we call a timeout. All right. Let's check in with Ira to see if he has any updates for us. He's going to call in a moment, and we're going to see if we are able to get him on the line. There are a couple of other Yellow Jackets that I'd like to work with in regards to building this broadcast of Yellow Jackets who really care about the program and seeing its growth and believe that the Yellow Jackets have a true place in the playoff semifinals, and that should be one of the goals of the Yellow Jackets. If we can just continue a campaign, we can become a powerhouse as we've been in the past.
Ira.
Ira.
What's up, baby? What's going on with y'all?
What's going on,
Hello?
brother? Yeah.
I'm good. What's going on?
This is Jay Lee, man. Welcome to the broadcast.
Appreciate you, man. What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much. Just watching the game, sitting back, enjoying it a little bit. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, sitting on the beach at a bar watching the game, with food in my face.
Oh, yes.
Trying to do a little,
Yes.
Trying to enjoy the day, trying to ring it the new year, right?
That's right. Well, welcome to the broadcast, Ira. Yes, Ira is a former football player for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Calling in from, Ira? What's your location?
I'm calling from St. Thomas, USVI, from Lion Tree Beach, over here at Bluebirds Castle on St. Thomas.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So what are you thinking of right now about the Georgia Tech defense?
Well, the defense looks good. I mean, I saw that we were able to, I believe, score on defense earlier. I missed a little bit of the first half. So, I mean, right now, everybody looking good. They're going to kind of tighten up a little bit more. Kentucky looks to be running the option like we are. And we need to tighten up a little bit better. But everything looks good so far.
Everything looks good so far. Yeah, that's right. Hey, brother, tell me this. Tell me some of your plans for 2017 as we bring in the new year.
Well, one of my plans right now is to do a lot of the things that I've been talking about and trying to do, you know, especially on the culinary side. Ringing in the new year this year, I'm hoping to be in the British Virgin Islands. There's a big beach party over there at Foxy's Beach Bar in Joost Van Dyke. Oh, hold on a second. They got a big run going on right now.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but so firstly, I'm trying to either be in Joost Van Dyke tonight for Foxy's New Year's Eve beach party, which always is a big thing a lot of people come in from all over the world. As a matter of fact, just for this beach party, it's over in the BBIs. And after that, bring in 2017, correctly. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But my big thing, like I said, like me, is all about hospitality, food, and beverage. So the stuff that we've been talking about doing, moving forward with those things for 2017.
Exactly. As the Yellow Jackets stop on the 1st and 10, we got a second down coming up now. Okay. Hey, Ira, part of what we like to do with the show is to introduce some of the culinary pieces that are dear to your heart, and it's a gift that you have with the culinary pieces. So we want to highlight that in what we do, and the different things that you have to share. We may do it from an audio broadcast initially to start out with, but the plan is to move to more of a television broadcast and get the sponsorships in order to build those dreams out. So that's kind of what the idea behind, just putting this type of broadcast together to show the vision behind what it is that we're doing, that we're bright young men who have a vision and want to give back to the Georgia Tech community, and I think that we have a bright future for what it is that we see in our hearts to do. So, all right.
Definitely, bro. I mean, I'm all for it. Not only just myself, especially with my coach, but, we have a lot of guys who are entrepreneurial thinking, entrepreneurial like-minded, like yourself. So, I mean, like you said, we just got to start putting our stuff together, especially myself, like you said, with the whole hospitality thing, and just keep it moving.
All right, we got a 4th and 1 and a big stop there for the Yellow Jackets. Look at that. Did number 9 come out there on the field or what?
That's a great stop.
That's a great stop.
I'll tell you something, though. I'm kind of surprised to see a lot of blue in those stands, though, bro.
Yeah? You surprised to see a lot of blue out there in the stands in Jacksonville?
Yeah, man. I was hoping a whole lot more of the gold will be traveling. I see a lot of blue in those stands, bro.
Okay. So part of what we want to do is we want to raise the awareness of, like our jacket pride, and, kind of lead the way to bringing out some more of those fans, because, we just about have to lobby for our fans to, for them to show up.
Exactly, and that's part of the problem. Like I said, it's surprising that we didn't have the best year, but I mean, you still would want us to go and support the fans, support the fellas and stuff like that. And I'm like I said, the stands are real blue right now. Not much gold over there.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I think we're gonna play a part in that. Part of what I was go ahead.